welcome back to restarting. It's your girl Joyce. Welcome back to another video. Okay, so yes, I have been away for a month. I usually don't do that. Like the most that I'm away for on my channel is like 2 weeks, and then I end up coming back. But honestly, like I've explained on my community post, my sister and I have been through so much in the last month.
A whole heck of a lot.
Oh my gosh. And yes, things are settling down. And yes, it ain't going to be the last, but I don't forget my subscribers. I don't want to forget you guys. That's why I always post content on my social media so you guys know that I'm still alive and stuff. More videos are to come, and even next year, the videos that I have planned, the future shows I'm going to talk about, the reactions, they're coming. And yes,
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah. So. And yes, Riverdale is still going to be part of that. Today's video, as read by the title, it is going to be our thoughts on Damon Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries. Woo! And why he isn't as interesting as people think he is. Yes, reading the title, the first thing y'all are gonna say is, oh my god, how can you not like Damon? Oh my god, how dare you? Damon is this, Damon is that. It's gonna make sense, just please stick until the end of the video, okay?
And it's not like a clickbait, so...
Yeah, it's not a clickbait. Like, you guys are going to understand why we feel the way we feel about Damon. And speaking of how we feel, I added my twin sister in this video.
What's up?
Because she has honestly watched the Vampire Diaries more times than I did. Mm-hmm. And I feel like she's always had, like, more of an obsession with Damon than I did.
Oh, so that's why it's hot. Like,
yeah, and she has more to say about Damon than I did, so that's why I decided to add my beautiful sister in this video.
Gang.
Subscribe to her channel. Her channel is Winner Gang. She does amazing reactions, reviews, and she's gonna start doing analytic videos on the characters from various TV shows, including the Vampire Diaries.
Because I got a shit ton to say.
Exactly. So if you guys are new to this channel, hello, my name is Joyce. I do makeup looks, reactions, reviews on TV shows, movies, plotlines, characters, and song covers. And if you stay on this channel, you will not regret one single second. Let's get into this. So the first thing that I usually start is talking about Damon's character from the show. So I'm going to explain it like I've done for my other Vampire Diaries analysis. So Damon Salvatore, he is one of the Salvatore vampire brothers. He was born on October 30th, 1487 at the start of the show. He is 170 years old, and at the end of the show, he is 178 years old. According to his and Stefan's story in season 1, he became a vampire thanks to Catherine's compulsion and him dying with her vampire blood in his system. When he comes back to Mystic Falls, he torments his brother, Stefan Salvatore, by leaving body trails, framing him for some killings in the beginning, and trying to sabotage Stefan's future relationship with Elena. His first relationship was with Caroline, well, relationship quotation marks, was with Caroline Forbes, which ended being an abusive relationship. Yeah, Damon, that was his bad days.
That's why I was, you know what, I never rooted for him in the beginning, but that's when I was like, hey, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done, my guy.
Damon was the main villain in season 1 until he falls madly in love with Elena. God, I hate this bitch, but anyways, he falls madly in love with Elena when he realizes that she brings out the soft, good side in him. From season 2 to season 8, we see Damon going back and forth between good and evil, and we see him struggling to do that because of his love for Elena Gilbert. So that pretty much summarizes our review of Damon's character from the Vampire Diaries. Now we are going to talk about why Damon isn't as interesting. And before I do that, I just want to first of all say that Damon is honestly one of the best characters in the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, we just want to put like a little disclaimer because it's not like we hate Damon. We actually really like him. He's the reason why I watched the Vampire Diaries.
Which is why I'm going to show a few of our favorite clips of Damon Salvatore, his funniest moments. So here are a few Damon Salvatore funniest moment clips. Enjoy!
His love lifts you up where you belong. I get it.
Can you just not joke around for 2 seconds?
You married?
No.
Parents, children, anyone else who lives on this property?
No, it's just me.
Good. Me like that. I know you hate me. Guess what? Everyone hates me.
What do you mean you kissed?
Well, you know, when two lips pucker and they go... Fight to the death. Go ahead. Make your threats. Stake your claim.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Why? I'd fight me. No! No, 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 no. Did I mention no? Well, I just happen to like Guitar Hero, so you, my friend, are barking up the wrong tree.
I'm Connor. Jordan.
Damon, germaphobe.
Right, so as you can see, all of these clips, those are our favorite moments. Like, seriously, we'd be watching that shit on repeat. Damon Salvatore, he is one fine-ass dude.
Yo,
like,
there's no lie,
so
no cap. The guy that plays Damon, Ian Somerholder, if you think he's not hot, you seriously have eye vision.
Exactly.
Because, no, I'm sorry, he's way too goddamn hot.
Yeah, I feel like he's way too hot for this show.
Yeah, right? The reason why Damon's character isn't very interesting is because Damon's character changes throughout the seasons. He is a villain at first, and then his love for Elena compels him to change and be a better man, which essentially means that he had to stop killing innocent people. This storyline is very interesting because seeing a villain becoming a hero and doing good despite all the bad puts in question how far is too far for redemption. So basically, we're kind of like, you know, Damon is doing all of this bad stuff, but like literally all the other characters are trying to like still make him kind of be part of the group because he would do like some heroic things. Saying like, okay, you know what? He's done this and that, but he's also been doing good things. So should we forgive him? And Elena was kind of like the center of like, kind of like the ball point. However, oh my God, this is what pisses me off about how his character is written. In TVD, this storyline is repeated too much.
Oh my God.
I can't stand it anymore. In the beginning of the seasons, it was actually good seeing, oh my God, seeing the soft side of Damon, because I actually hated Damon in the beginning.
Yeah, she hated him so much.
I fucking hate him. He was a character that I loved to hate.
Me
you
too.
know?
I did not like this guy.
He would do so much awful stuff, but seeing him like change because of like the love he has for Elena, like just seeing him become one of the good guys.
At first it was interesting.
Yeah, it was so interesting. That made him so badass. I just love that storyline. But it's just, they've done this storyline too much. Every single season, I was like, okay, we get it. Because fans really enjoyed seeing Damon being bad, the writers continuously repeated this story for 8 seasons. I was done. I'm like, okay, do you guys really don't have anything else for Damon's character? Does it really have to always be, oh, he's good, and then he's bad, and then he's good, and then he's bad, and then he's good? Like, what? Like, what?
Guys, we're not even the only ones just saying it like out of like nowhere like that.
Ian Somerholder made an interview and I think he was with like Julie Plec and then honestly Chris Wood. I have no idea where. I don't think he's like a really important character in TVD, so I don't know why, but whatever.
But he did do this interview where he explained himself that he does not understand why people find Damon so interesting. Like basically that's what he said, and he doesn't understand why fans also come to his defense whenever Damon goes off the deep end and kills a bunch of people.
Damon could literally walk into an orphanage and kill like 20 kids in cold blood. And literally the audience would say, oh, you know, he had a fight with Elena. He was in a bad mood. There was no bourbon. I mean, they would make excuses for this man. And by the way, I'm not kidding. The audience would make excuses for this man to no end. They would follow him to the ends of the earth for a reason, I guess, was that they felt something for him.
And I agree.
I've never defended as a fan. I've never defended Damon's
Neither
actions.
have I.
I honestly always like wondered why people. You know what? I've wondered why, but I know why. It's because of Ian Somerholder and because Damon is hot. That's why.
And because Ian Somerholder plays Damon Salvatore so well, and he gives him such a strong presence that's why like so many of his fans that are really more dedicated to his character start to immediately defend Damon whenever he goes off the deep end, whenever he kills people.
Yeah, that's so fucking annoying.
It is. It really is.
It starts to become so boring and repetitive. Like, it just takes so much of what was good about the storyline because it's repeated so much. Writers, really, Julie Plec? That's what he even said in an interview. He cannot be a one. The writers were like, okay, Ian, you're right. Damon can't be a one-trick pony. I'm sorry, he is.
Yeah.
You guys say that, but at the same time, you kept doing it.
Exactly. So, Damon Salvatore, I think he would have been a really interesting character other than him going from good to bad, good to bad, good to bad all the time. Like, if the writers didn't just focus on that storyline of him going from bad to good every single season, Damon would have been a really interesting character. Besides his charisma and his funny humor and stuff that he already brings into the show, like that is already interesting on its own.
Example, for season 5, when Damon kills Aaron, he literally says that he enjoys being bad, and he says Elena is right. Wow. And it's like, oh, now you enjoy being bad? But then afterwards, when you realize that, oh, Elena wasn't herself, she was inhabited with Catherine's spirit, it's like, oh, I just did that because you broke my heart. And that pissed me off so much. It's like, but you said you liked being bad. Like,
this
what?
is why I actually don't like Elena. I don't like her. Oh my God.
It's so repetitive. And I blame the writers. We know Damon will be forgiven because he loves Elena and he'll do right by her. Damon mentioned in season 7 that he's not a good person without Elena, which really sucks, honestly, because the show was still okay without her. The writers don't even know when they wrote Damon. They made him so codependent on Elena that his own personality and what made him so distinct and interesting from other villains eventually dissipates. And it's so annoying. Absolutely. And like, this is how I feel about Damon. And I'm not saying that I hate him. I actually like him. It's the writers, how they wrote him. There's this constant back and forth repetition of good and bad. Exactly. And at first, it's very interesting. But afterwards, it sucks.
Because it's so repetitive. These are the reasons why we think that Damon Salvatore isn't as interesting as people think he is. Now, we're going to finish this video with a lighter note because, of course, hearing this part, Damon fans that are probably so dedicated to him, they probably would be like sad. And I understand because it doesn't feel good to hear somebody else like saying something bad about a character that you enjoy, which is why we're going to finish with a lighter note and we're going to talk about our favorite Damon Salvatore moments from the Vampire Diaries. Because as we said, as much as I do love Damon. I don't like what he did to his writing, but I love Damon as a character. Without Damon, honestly, the show would be a total fail. So honestly, definitely. Damon is seriously the best character in the Vampire Diaries.
I wish he had better storylines other than that one constant repetition of good and bad. But he's definitely one of my favorite characters.
One of my favorite Damon Salvatore scenes is when Damon gives Rose a nice dream before he kills her. Oh my God. When I saw that scene the first time, I cried. It was so touching. And it's another scene where we saw Damon's vulnerable side, that he actually cares, you know? Like, people will say, no,
it's just Elena. He only cares because of Elena.
Rose isn't Elena. And he was generally, like, he was Rose's friend, and Rose was his friend, and he really cared about her.
Yeah.
So I really liked how he gave her a nice dream and gave her a painless death afterwards. It was just such a touching moment.
And literally, Elena said when they were in the hotel on the bed, Elena was like, oh, you never told me that, what you did for Rose. And then, you see, Damon said,
it wasn't about you.
Thank you.
You see? So, Elena, get it out of your head. It wasn't for Elena.
Yeah, get out, Elena. Like, no one likes you. I'm sorry. Favorite Damon Salvatore moment is when he opens up his heart to Angie. I know that the way he did it because he compelled her.
Is it Angie or Andy?
Andy, sorry. I said Angie, but it says Angie.
Is it Angie?
Yeah, I saw one video, it said Andy.
I think it's Andy. Her name is Andy.
Yeah, it's Andy. Okay, whatever.
The news reporter lady.
I still loved how he was so open with her and he just told her the truth about, hey, like, I'm in love with Elena and it means that I can't, she wants me to be good and I like being bad, but I also love her, which means I can't be bad. Do you see what my problem is? Like, it was such another touching moment of Damon Salvatore, another very vulnerable moment. I really liked that scene. I really loved that scene a lot. What about you?
My favorite scenes was, I don't like Elena, but I do like Damon and Elena together.
Yeah,
I'm a
me
huge
too.
Elena shipper. I enjoyed the scene when Damon told Elena he loved her. That was so amazing. And I was like, my heart was glowing. I was like, bro, like, dude, you gotta tell me that scene was beautiful. It's just, you really saw his heart, and you really saw that he's not selfish, especially when he said, which is why you can't know this, and I can't be selfish with you, because Damon, he's said it himself. He's a selfish person. He doesn't care about anybody else. But for Elena, he just unselfish, and I loved it. That was one of my favorite scenes. Another one of my favorite scenes or should I say scenes, is honestly Bonnie and Damon's friendship.
Oh, absolutely. I loved it so
because
much.
it was so interesting to see how Bonnie hated Damon in the beginning with every reason, you know what I'm saying? But like their friendship, how they became friends,
when they were in that other like dimension.
yeah, they
world
were
thing.
stuck in that supernatural purgatory.
Yeah,
The other
awesome.
side.
Yeah, the other side. That was so
that
awesome.
was
Seeing your
amazing.
friendship. Yes, it's true. When I was a little younger, I did kind of want Damon and Bonnie to at least kiss. I did talk about that in my Bonnie character analysis video. I said that I would want them to kiss. I did want them to kiss, but that doesn't mean I didn't love their friendship as well. Like, I'm also fine with their friendship, but I did want them to kiss a little bit.
Personally, I never knew that in the end of the books, like Damon and Bonnie ended up together. I did not know that. I just truly love their friendship because it's true. Like even the Friendly Space Ninja, I don't know if you guys know his channel, but if you do, then
We'll
great.
link it in the description box.
He's awesome. He explains everything super perfectly. It's just that it's true that in TV shows, they don't show like guys and girls being friends.
Yeah.
They usually just put them in a like, as soon as they have like a little bit of chemistry, it's like, okay, let's put them in a relationship. And it's like, they can be friends, you know?
Not every guy and girl has to hook up. Like, it's just a stereotype, honestly.
Exactly. But honestly, I had no problem with them being friends.
Yeah,
as
me
well.
neither.
Like,
Me neither.
I actually really enjoyed that.
Right, so just like that, this concludes our review on Damon Salvatore's character from the Vampire Diaries and why he isn't as interesting as people think he is. I hope that this video fully explained well how we feel and you guys really understand. And again, we're not saying that we hate Damon. We don't. He's our favorite character from the Vampire Diaries. And he will always be one of our top favorites for sure. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content. Subscribe to this beautiful lady's channel for more content as well. I'll put the link of her channel in the description box. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about Damon Salvatore? If you agree, disagree, or if you have noticed some things that you also think wasn't as interesting from Damon Salvatore's character, or you can even talk to me about Ian the actor, if you guys follow him, if you like him, because I like him, she likes him too. We both follow the actor. He's amazing. He's awesome.
He's hot.
And I won't even forget what he did for Cat Graham. Like, seriously, that's why I have so much respect for the actor who plays Damon as well. So yeah, this concludes this video. That is it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.
Bye.